Hear something. Touch something. Smell something. Taste something. See something. Using the five senses helps me to calm down when I'm experiencing severe anxiety and depression. My name is Sarah Gray. I'm currently a freshman at the University of Memphis. I'm studying choral music education. I'm 18 years old. I grew up in Concord, North Carolina. My family moved here when I was in 9th grade. I guess personally I've had depression since I was in the 3rd grade. Both my parents suffered from depression, so I just kind of grew up in that kind of environment and didn't know anything else. So it just happened that way.
There is definitely a familial link, but there are also people who there's no evidence in their family whatsoever that of anxiety or depression. So the question really then begs, is this a biological, genetic sort of event, or is it a psychosocial, an experience of life? And the best answer to that is it's probably a mixture of them. Depression and anxiety are probably, as categories in themselves, the two most common problems that people experience and have difficulties with.
Wasn't the most socially inept kid, so it's being teased, it's being poked on, it's being pushed down, and I don't want to say bullied, but that's what it was. I was a messed up 13-year-old. I did self-harm for 3 or 4 years. You get addicted to the feeling of feeling something. Most of them have faded. There should be some down here. There used to be a lot right here. I don't know where they went. I didn't know how to explain to my mom and my dad that I was depressed and that I was hurting myself. So they didn't discover that I had depression until I attempted to hang myself in the 9th grade. My mom found me in my closet, and she didn't really think that, someone so young could be so depressed to that point. And she was like, "You need help." And I was like, "Yeah, I need help." I got on medication for depression, and they soon realized that it wasn't working because I also had anxiety disorder. It's just where you generally feel anxious about everything, and every scenario that you come in contact with, you think of every possible outcome. There's also a thing called social anxiety, which I also have, and it's the fear of being around a lot of people, or people in general if it's bad enough. My best friends know about this. They help me a lot with when I need help and my fears, and just generally coping with this when I feel like it can't be coped with.
She can tell me about her boys, her family. I think it's been very positive for us to be in the same room. She's like my best friend here.
Aside from that, nobody really knows, and I don't want them to know. It's not because I'm ashamed of it, because there's no reason to be ashamed of a mental illness. It's just because I want to conquer this myself, and I figured out that music was a big healing quality for me. I'm going into choral music education so I can help kids like me. Music has been proven to be a therapeutic idea for people who don't have anything else to help heal them. I will always suffer from anxiety and depression. It's not something that can go away, especially not with the chronic symptoms that I've always had, and I've had since I was very little. But what I can do is I can learn to cope with them, and I can learn to help other people cope with them.